All right, let's get to the Lakers. Already said right now, taxpayer MLE seems to be where they're going to be operating from, or non-taxpayer MLE. I'm sorry, because it seems like Malik Beasley will be on the way out, reporting to Mac 10 to Dave Max, reporting Mo Bamba and Malik Beasley won't be brought back. I think with Beasley there might be an opportunity with declining the team option to kind of read the situation a little more. They don't have to necessarily renounce his rights yet. They can see how it plays out. Bamba's kind of done. I doubt he returns to the Lakers. Beasley, I think there's still a chance, but that opens up for that full 12.4 million. Seems like some reporting is that Brook Lopez may also be a target. It seems like Brook Lopez's value may exceed this 12.4, and this has been a thing with Brook Lopez really since people realized he was going to be a free agent. I get in our heads, he's like, this is a guy that my team could use for the vet men or the taxpayers MLE or the MLE to really bring our team together. When there's too many teams saying that, your value gets bumped up. And I think Bobby Marks said that he sees his value more around 18 to 20 a year than that 12.4 per year. So I want to see what that looks like. There's also the level of, does Brook Lopez want to continue to play for a contender, or does he want to get one more big paycheck? Maybe not for a contender, because I do think that 18 to 20 is probably coming from it. It literally has to come from a team with cap space, which is going to means it's going to be a team that maybe is less likely to compete for a championship this year versus a team like the Lakers that may be interested in him for that taxpayer, maybe even a team like Dallas that may be interested in him at that rate. Teams that have a chance to compete, he may have to settle for that 12.4 million in order to kind of land there. I think it's what teams like the Lakers are hoping for, but the way these things usually go, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Brook Lopez makes a lot more money than we're pegging him to make. And as a result, he's not going to land on a lot of the teams that fan bases are hoping he can land on. So we'll see what goes from there. But again, the Lakers have the cap space again. Buha said he's pretty confident that, or they're pretty confident that the Lakers are pretty confident that they can land Bruce Brown, and maybe that's the move. It's a guy that makes sense. Again, Bruce Brown's going to have a lot of suitors. So we'll see. It's going to really come down to his choice. But if LA's feeling confident, there's usually a good reason for that. Either way, LA has cap space. There's a lot of different ways to make it work. Somebody even mentioned maybe they split the mid-level to bring Schroeder back and maybe find other pieces kind of on smaller scale, split that 12.4 into a couple of smaller contracts. But we'll see. The point is, Lakers have some cap space to work with. They've got people, they got players that are interested, and they have some, not even cap space, they have an exception to work with that can help add to this team and build off what they've been doing. And also, they have to kind of wait and see how it goes, see how much money Austin Reeves is going to demand, see how much they're going to have to pay certain guys that they need to re up, and see how all the books come together. But I think Bruce Brown is a real possibility. Brook Lopez, not as much, but I think Bruce Brown or a player in that range for the mid-level is definitely something. They're going to find somebody in that spot. Maybe it's a couple of players, but they're going to make use of that money from what it seems. And we'll see how it goes. I think they're in a pretty good spot. I mean, relative to where the Lakers have been after making the trade, they've had a really good finish to the season. I think they're in a good spot to build off of what they had last year. We'll see how it comes together and what some of the little pieces are that they do to make that work. So we'll see how it